My name is Eleanor and I am 72 years old. For many years I lived a life that others might call peaceful or even enviable. Quiet mornings in my garden, afternoons filled with reading and knitting, and evenings watching the sunset from my favorite chair by the window. Yet, beneath this calm surface, there was a deep loneliness that only I fully understood. I had lost my husband 10 years ago, and though I was surrounded by good friends and family, a part of me felt adrift, like a ship without a destination. I kept my days structured to avoid confronting the emptiness, filling my hours with small tasks and routine. It was easier that way. One crisp autumn morning, as the leaves painted the world golden and red, I decided to take a walk to the nearby park, a place I hadn't visited in years. The air was cool but comforting, and the scent of earth and pine filled my lungs with a refreshing clarity I hadn't felt in a long time. As I walked slowly along the winding path, I noticed a man sitting alone on a bench, sketchbook in hand. I didn't usually talk to strangers, but something about the quiet focus in his eyes invited me over. "Mind if I sit here?" I asked softly. He looked up, surprised but welcoming. "Not at all," he said. "I'm Henry." We introduced ourselves and soon fell into easy conversation. Henry was an artist who had recently moved to town to be closer to his grandchildren. He spoke with warmth about his family, his travels, and the simple joys of capturing nature on paper. I shared stories of my youth, my marriage, and the quiet life I now led. Days turned into weeks, and those park visits became the highlights of my days. Henry and I formed an unexpected friendship that blossomed gently and without pressure. He encouraged me to try painting, handing me a brush and a blank canvas one afternoon. At first I was hesitant. What could I, at my age, possibly create? But as the colors mixed under my fingers, a part of me stirred that had long been dormant. Our friendship grew as we explored local art galleries, shared afternoon teas, and sat for hours discussing books, music, and dreams long deferred. One afternoon, Henry invited me to a small community center art class. I was nervous. What if I was too old, too out of practice? But as I walked into the sunlit room filled with people of all ages, I felt an unexpected surge of excitement. The instructor welcomed me warmly and helped me find my place among the canvases and paints. Each brushstroke became a step toward rediscovery, not just of art but of myself. I remembered what it felt like to hope, to imagine, and to create. Months passed, and my paintings transformed from hesitant splashes to vibrant scenes full of life and emotion. With Henry's encouragement, I even held a small exhibition at the local library. Seeing my work displayed, receiving compliments from strangers and old friends alike, I realized how much I had changed. The loneliness that once shadowed my days began to lift, replaced by a sense of purpose and connection. I was not just existing, I was living fully. Our friendship never turned into romance. It wasn't about that. It was about two souls finding light in unexpected companionship, about learning that life could still surprise and fulfill even in its later chapters. I often think back to that autumn day when I first approached Henry in the park. That moment, simple as it seemed, changed everything. It reminded me that it's never too late to embrace new beginnings, to open your heart to friendship, and to rediscover the beauty in everyday life. For anyone watching who feels that life has slowed to a dull pace or that joy is out of reach, know this: your story is not finished. There are chapters still unwritten, and they can be filled with light, love, and meaning, sometimes from the most unexpected places. I am Eleanor, and I am living proof that the best moments can come when you least expect them.